5 reasons why you should do a muffler delete to your Ram 1500. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to be giving you guys 5 important reasons why I feel like you definitely need to do a muffler delete to your Ram 1500. Now, before we get into that, I want to say I appreciate you clicking on this video and supporting the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. Help support the channel. If you're a fan of Mopar, cars in general, truck stuff, also probably fitness also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help support the channel. So 5 important reasons why you have to do a muffler delete on your Ram 1500. Definitely feel like this gonna be like, this not really in order, but this gonna be my number 1 reason why I feel like you need to do a muffler delete. Number 1, is a lot cheaper than what you're gonna pay for an actual muffler. Like, actually, if you plan on getting like some kind of exhaust system, it's gonna be way cheaper. You're not even gonna be spending even a fraction of that price, because like a whole exhaust system for these trucks are super expensive. It's not cheap, and doing a muffler delete definitely something that you want to start off with, because the price is definitely affordable. Even yourself could do it yourself in your yard, in your garage. Very easy for you to do. You're not even gonna be spending more than $200, even if you decide to go somewhere else. I think that's like a fair deal. Second reason, number 2, the sound. The sound that you get out from these 5.7 Hemi when you just do a muffler delete, I'll be honest with you guys, is really good. It's definitely something that I'm very shocked, because this is not the first time I've done a muffler delete on my Ram. This is the second time on my 3rd Dodge Ram that I ever owned. And I must say, I'm very shocked with the sound, how it sounds. Very deep, sound real good. It doesn't have any kind of annoying drone sound like that to it. Doesn't have like that real loud, crazy sound like you know how it is, but definitely would say it does have a real good sound. Now, my 3rd reason is going to be for performance. You get, me most of the time, like I always say this, whenever I'm planning on doing any kind of modification to my vehicle, the number 1 thing that's important to me is what kind of performance is it going to be bringing my vehicle at the end of the day. Now, with this, I know for a fact you gain somewhere around like 20 horse, probably somewhere 20-30 horsepower around there. I might be off a little bit, but you gain some kind of horsepower from you doing a muffler delete. You guys ever seen like the actual muffler that's on these trucks? Very huge, very heavy, and it's very restrictive too. So when you do a muffler delete, it doesn't just help remove that restrict stuff from your truck performing the best. It also give it a little bit more power. Nothing too crazy though, but definitely is something I would say that's 100% worth it. Now, my next thing I would say is, why you should do a muffler delete. I believe this is my 4th or 5th, somewhere around there. I lost count, but one thing I could say, this is one thing that is, if you decide to do a muffler delete, right, and let's say somehow you find that sound too loud or too aggressive for your ears and stuff, you could easily be able to go back and get like some kind of muffler, put it back on there. Very easy to go back to stock. It's not like you doing something completely different that's going to cost you a lot of money to be able to return your vehicle back to stock and stuff like that. Now, my last final answer for the reason why I'll say that you want to do a muffler delete is because biggest reason is, like, if you are planning on, this is my personal opinion now, if you are planning on doing like a muffler delete, right, and later on down the line, let's say you want to do some kind of long tube headers for your vehicle, for your Ram, or if you want to do a custom cam for your Ram. Now, I think that with just the muffler delete, right, and you do a custom cam, long tube headers, that's like a perfect combination right there. It's gonna give your truck that real loud, aggressive sound that you want out of it, in my personal opinion. Also, overall, you're gonna trust me, you're gonna be happy with the result that you're gonna get from it. But these are like the 5 reasons why I feel like you definitely got to get a muffler delete. Hold on one second, let me start up my truck. Not just the fact that, guys, hopefully you guys can be able to hear that, but she sounds super good. Since I think I had done this muffler delete, it been probably at least roughly around, so it been roughly around, I'll say maybe like two months. I'll say maybe 2-3 months. I lost track of the time I actually got my muffler delete, and I actually pay somewhere around like $200 even, plus tax came up to $200 even. And my truck does have I think 2 mufflers on it, but now I think that's a pretty good price, because if you guys think about it, right now, let's say even right now, if let's say you bought your first Ram truck, and you know, I one thing I could say is, like, parts for Rams, especially performance parts, do get very, very expensive, especially if this kind of if you want like a good exhaust system for your truck at the end of the day, you have to be spending somewhere around like $1,500 to like $2,000. Not lying to you guys, definitely from like $1,500 to like $2,000, and it's not something that's cheap. So what I could recommend to you, or if you plan on going that route, same thing I did. This is what I end up doing, right? I know I like the muffler delete sound, but at the end of the day, I'm more so like, okay, I really want a very loud sound. Like I like the loud, aggressive sound that these like trucks give when you do like a exhaust, full exhaust, long tube headers, all that stuff. But these things cost a lot of money. It's not cheap for you to be able to have yourself a decent exhaust system. So start off with like you doing like just a muffler delete, drive your truck. At least you're gonna have like some kind of enjoyment, because it's better than you driving your truck stock. That's the reason. That's one of my real reasons why I end up going with this, because I got tired of the truck being too quiet and I just didn't enjoy it. But now I enjoy that sound that it give off. But this is gonna be something temporary, because like I said, I'm planning on upgrading in the future, going to like a very like more so like long tube headers, full custom exhaust system. That's the route I'm planning on going, and then a custom cam. But just to start off, I think this is like a perfect match for anybody you don't want something too crazy loud, or you want something that just to have some kind of sound to it. And I will say, these 5.7 Hemi Rams, like when you do a muffler delete, you most definitely hear the difference. It sounds very, very good, to where it kind of sound like to me, it's like, even though I think it's the same thing, like the 6.4 Hemi, when they have like the muffler delete to sound exact like the same thing. There's really not much of a difference, to be honest, unless I don't think it's much of a difference compared to a 6.4 Hemi. They sound very, very identical, and it sounds like you have more done under the hood, to be honest. But I just think that the logic thing for you to do is to start off, get a muffler delete for your truck, enjoy it for a while, save up some money, then you could get yourself go to the next level, get yourself like a real big boy exhaust system. Like me right now, what I was looking at for this truck, what I have heard in the past, like on trucks, like the AW catback exhaust system definitely sounds pretty good, like sound real good on these trucks. That's one of the reasons too why I'm planning on going with the AW catback exhaust system, and I'm planning on going with some long tube headers for this truck. But definitely will say you definitely should start off doing just a muffler delete. Like, I guarantee you, even when I got to the point where I was kind of like hesitating doing a muffler delete, because I felt like it was gonna give it like that annoying pitch. But there's a huge difference, because I remember when I did a muffler delete before, this was on my 3rd generation Dodge Ram, and this truck only had one muffler, and I did a muffler delete on it myself. I pretty much just cut the muffler out, and I will say it did sound good, but not as good as how this truck sound now. It got to the point where with my 3rd generation Ram, when I did it, I got to the point where it was kind of like a annoying pitch to me then. But then after a while, I got used to it. But now this, I wouldn't say this sound, I can't get tired of this sound, but the only thing I can say about it is I will want it to be much more louder. That's like the only thing I can say. I want it to be much more louder. And I know when I mean loud, I'm not trying to do like just cut off the cats on here. I'm actually planning on doing it the right way, and I feel like that's the route anybody should be willing to take, because if you want your truck to be loud, not like crazy annoying loud, to where I'm saying like where somebody hear your truck, they enjoy the sound, then you want to start off with a muffler delete. Start off with a muffler delete. Then after, when you go off, after when you get used to that sound, strictly go get yourself like an aftermarket exhaust system, pretty much. Then custom cam. After that, custom tune, stuff like that. But I don't know, just me. Some people from doing my research though, I see a lot of people are actually happy with like the custom exhaust. I mean, not the custom exhaust, but the muffler delete with these trucks at the end of the day. But for me, it's not really like, it doesn't fully fit my need yet, because like I said, I do want to make the truck more louder. But for right now, it sounds pretty good, I'll say. It sounds real good to me. And I would definitely recommend that you do the same. And it's also good too, you got to keep in mind, like if you tight on funds, doing a muffler delete is something that definitely is like, if you tight on funds, you don't want to spend any kind of crazy amount of money, this would be something that you could even do yourself, to where you even got to spend any kind of money at all. Like, it's super easy for you to do so. Like, it's very easy for you to do a muffler delete on these trucks. It's not anything that you have to take it to the shop. The only thing I'd say that I would recommend you go to a shop, because if you don't have like a lift, it's kind of like a pain. You're doing something like this on the floor, kind of gonna be like a pain and stuff like that. And going to a shop, I mean, you're spending more than you're not gonna spend more than $200, and it's definitely gonna be worth it, man. I definitely think it's worth it at the end of the day. I would definitely rate the sound of this truck right now. I give it at least, I personally would give this truck at least like a 9. I'd say I give it a 9, because the sound is and I got my windows up right now. I still can hear the exhaust sound. Sounds real good though. Sounds like a truck. Sounds like a truck to me. It don't sound like a race truck yet to me, because I haven't added all the other stuff. But I could definitely say it sounds like a pickup truck now compared to how super quiet it was. I can't tell you guys how to me it gets so annoying sometimes when I'm driving anything that have, especially a V8, I gotta have a sound to it. It gets super annoying when you're just driving a very quiet vehicle. I don't know, that's just me, but I have to have some kind of sound. Like, that's the only way I could really sit back and be able to enjoy the vehicle I'm driving. But these are my 5 reasons why I personally feel like you definitely should get a muffler delete on your Ram 1500. If you're thinking about it, do it. It's cheap. Even if you don't like it, you can always go back to stock. You're not gonna be spending any kind of money like that. If you're a hands-on guy, you can do this yourself. Very easy to do. If you're a hands-on guy, do it yourself, It's not rocket science at the end of the day. But just to share with you guys my thoughts hopefully somebody found this helpful. You gotta make sure you support this channel, because it's not too many Ram 1500 channels on YouTube. And what I got planned for this truck, you guys definitely want to be around to be able to see that. So definitely make sure you help support the channel. And if you're supporting the channel already, I definitely appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, and make sure you guys stay safe.